What's going on, guys? This is story time with S.A.B, man. And thank y'all guys for tuning in. And this story right here is about the time my dog got loose, man. So, uh, I was probably about 15 years old, man, and I got this game dog from my cousin. And I had pit bulls and stuff before, but it was the first time I had been exposed to like a papered, full fast lane game dog. So, my favorite thing to do at that time, since I was at that age and I was starting to smell myself, was to walk and cupcake. So I was on the phone one night, cupcaking, and so I was walking my dog, and so there was a church across the street from my grandmother's house where everybody used to go to that church and kind of hang out and stuff. So I had put my dog in the playground fence, and I was on the phone, and I just let him run around a little bit off the leash. So I was young, didn't know no better. So next thing you know, I was on the phone for a second, then I glanced over and I seen like his shoulders up under the fence, and I was like, oh man, my heart dropped because I knew what time it was. So by the time I got over there to get him, he had done slipped up under the fence, man, and he was on the run. So I hopped over the fence, man, so I'm running behind him and stuff. I'm calling him. And there was a man that had two outside dogs that were like right up the street, right around the corner, man. It was like less than 200 yards from where he was at. So he made a beeline there. So he made a beeline over there. So by the time I got there, the guy had a dog in his carport. So by the time I got there, my dog had his dog all on the car, on the side of the car and stuff. So it's dark. I'm in this guy's yard. I don't know what to do. I'm young, scared, so first time I ever been exposed to anything like that. So I knocked on his door. It is, it's late. It's probably like 11:30, 12 o'clock, man. So I knock on his door, and he comes out and stuff, and I'm like telling him like, yo, my dog just got loose. He's on your dog. I need the light so I can see. So he cuts the light on for me or whatever. So I'm trying to get the dog off. I didn't know nothing about no brake stick or nothing then. So I was young, real green. Um so he like got the water hose or whatever. So he squirted the dog or whatever. So it wouldn't let go or whatever. So he kept squirting it. So it finally let go. And when he let go, I tried to grab him, but I missed him. He was wet then, so he kind of slipped out my hands. And I didn't know at that time that he had another dog in the back of his house. So my dog left that dog and made a beeline for the other dog in the backyard that was barking. So he went, and next thing you know, he grabs that dog. Boom. So he grabs him. Boom. He hits him. They slide up against the porch. He's on him or whatever. So I'm like, oh man, I'm panicking. My heart's beating fast. I didn't know what the dad gonna do, man. So I run around there, and the man comes around there with the water hose or whatever. So he's squirting him and stuff again. So he's on him, and my dog won't let go. I don't know nothing about no brake stick to get the dog off of him. So he keeps squirting him, and so finally the dog lets go. So I get the dog and I leash him up real quick, and I'm like, come on, let's go, So I get him back to my house or whatever. I'm panicking, and I'm like, oh man, that was crazy, So I washed the dog. My dog's all bloody and stuff, so I washed my dog off or whatever, trying to see what's wrong with him, like where the injuries are. And so what I found out was that the only injury that my dog had obtained during the altercation was he had a little scratch on the top of his head, I guess where he had hit the car, where he had when he had hit the first dog. So I was like, oh man, he's not even hurt, like it's all there, blood. So I felt really bad, man. So I saved up. I had like a little hustle or whatever at that time, little job. So I saved up a little bit of money, went to the guy's house, and I felt bad. And he was like, "That's okay, or whatever. You just gotta, keep him locked up, or keep him on the leash and stuff like that." So, that was a pretty embarrassing time, man. I was pretty embarrassed. I was green. I didn't know what to do, but now, I'm a little more experienced, got a couple more years in it, so But yeah, man, so make sure you keep your, if you have a real prey drive, animal aggressive dog, make sure you keep that dog secure for his safety and others' safety around you. And you have to be responsible when you're an owner of this type of dog. It is definitely on you to be extra responsible, because you need to always make sure that dog is secure if you have these dogs. That's the problem. People get these dogs and really don't need them. So that's my story, man. I appreciate y'all guys, man. Hit the like, subscribe button. Check us out. More stories to come.